With regards to the Business Council, the PNG Diaspora Business Council of Australia, and how my involvement in it started, it actually was a conversation that started in 2022, where we noticed that there's a lot of diaspora and everyone's got their own community groups. And, everyone's sporadically trying to do their own little bit in creating change. And, there was no overarching body. I mean, you have the PNG FQI, but they were just for Brisbane, and there was nothing that was a national overarching body. And we have the consulate there, and the consulate services are limited as well in what they could do. And so this conversation started when I met Dow and Carmela, and that's when I had the conversation with them, and I said, look, this is what we're doing. And at that time, I was still part of the Melbourne Women's Group that I founded, and we were doing something where we were looking into the women doing franchise businesses. So we went to this franchise expo, and we were looking at all the different franchises that were available, part of our economic empowerment program. And that's got me thinking, why can't we trade with our own Papua New Guineans? And so with all these, thoughts going through, I was lucky enough to bump into, have a time with Carmela and Dow. And so that was the initial conversation. Then in 2023, we had a second meetup, and that was when I was doing a gig with QSEC, which is the Queensland Social Enterprise Council. And that's when I invited the whole team from the Business Council to come over and have a chat with my CEO. And we met up with the Minister for, I think it was Skills and Employment. And also, there was a couple of other people in there. Frank Yorn was there as well. And so that was the initial conversation where they were considering, what to do about this, how to support this thinking. So, it's been a long time coming. So then in 2024, we had our first formal meeting, and that was on the Gold Coast, where we, put together some diaspora leaders, not representative of the whole country, but it was just Queensland at that stage. And we had some good representation from the government, and we started the conversation. How can the diaspora be part of the National Development Plan? How can we be included in the decision-making processes that are happening in Canberra? And if PNG does see us as an asset, well, how can we have pathways and identify the barriers that are causing us not to be, I guess, included in that National Development Plan or be seen as an asset?